Foreign ministers of the Quad countries, that's the United States, India, Japan and Australia, issued a joint statement condemning the April 22nd terrorist attack in Pahalgam. The condemnation has arrived in the strongest possible terms. It firmly pitches for action against cross-border terrorism, the financiers, the backers, the sponsors of terror. The leaders, the foreign ministers of 4 countries, urged that those who are behind this act be brought to justice. In fact, foreign ministers of the Quad countries also urged all UN member states, in accordance with their obligations, to cooperate actively with all relevant authorities to ensure justice for the victims of this attack. Now, why this statement is significant is because just last week, China and Pakistan had blocked India's bid to call out the Pahalgam terror attack and the perpetrators of the attack in the SCO joint statement, so much so that India refused to go along and refused to sign the joint statement. There was no explicit terror reference at the SCO meet or in the SCO joint statement. As a result, India refused to sign this Pakistan-China agenda at the SCO summit. At the Quad summit, it was completely the opposite story. India did raise the Pahalgam terror attack issue. Others joined in the condemnation as well, and in explicit language, it was mentioned in the joint statement at the end of the meeting. At the SCO, while Pakistan and China colluded to block any reference to the terror attack in Pahalgam, the Quad, on the other hand, emphasized on cross-border terrorism and its implications for democracies. The SCO statement mentioned regional security. It was a very bland sort of phrase, whereas the Quad is called to go to the root cause of the problem and it be rooted out. It called for perpetrators and financiers of terror to be gone after. The SCO was divided. The terrorism issue, the definition of terrorism, was politicized. That wasn't the case at the Quad, as it stood united, it stood strong and aligned on the issue of terror.
A word about terrorism in the light of our recent experience. The world must display zero tolerance. Victims and perpetrators must never be equated, and India has every right to defend its people against terrorism, and we will exercise that right. We expect our Quad partners to understand and appreciate that.